All right, y'all. Today I want to talk about the. I'm on my way to a comic book convention in North Miami. Every library got to have a comic book convention, and if they're in a black neighborhood, it's going to be a black Comic Con if the people are smart. So I'm excited about that. Actually, I went to find out about tables, and the head librarian was a short dude, stocky dude with tattoos. And I was like, oh snap, yo, black dude, I was like, oh shoot, I know I'm caught off guard. This librarian image threw me. So he's a librarian dude that can bring it to you right in the streets. And he don't look like he take nothing. Anyway, it seems like it's going to be on and popping. I'm going to videotape a little bit while I'm there. But, we always talk about black people read. We got black bookstores. I never thought about, black librarian, or, not black librarians, but, men, ready for it, black librarians. Anyway, all right, that's just one element. But today I want to talk about, kind of the battlefront for, I say diversity, but I don't really mean, diversity of smokers and non-smokers, vegetarians and flesh eaters, tall and short people. I mean black and white people, diversity, people of color. And I got to make that clear, because sometimes, we say diversity to not just say we need more black people in the story, and that gets lost. So I'm going to keep it real, that's what we're missing. We're missing diversity of ethnicity, diversity of cultures, and diversity of race, okay? So on that regard, we have had the sad puppies lead a resistance in literature. We've had Gamergate lead a resistance in video games. Then we have had Comicgate lead the resistance in comic books. And to be honest, I don't know what the name of the resistance for in television and film was. It's a rap. I don't know. And I mean, we won that battle in music so long ago that, once the Isley Brothers got credit for making Shout, the battle kind of was on its hands and knees. But for literature, it's ridiculous. It expanded to females responding to it and saying, you don't have no females on the cover in addition to black people on the cover in these science fiction books. And they retaliated. No, no white male books for a year, and that was empowering. And, it spoke to females, it spoke to writers of color, and maybe it impacted, I know, Sad Puppies, they complained that it impacted the Hugo, but we had, black people writing for years, so, and winning Hugo. David Anthony Durham, he won it. So, and N.K. Jemisin, it's like this Magic Negro thing. These people's books are phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that they're winning because they are winning. It's now we're trying to be fair and to keep it real. Their books are real good. So, that's that, but that's their argument, right? And then you had these, I don't even understand the Gamergate, while we are arguing over fiction, they're all fictional characters. But what difference does it make, in Gamergate, there's always been this unorthodox female fighting character in video games that was able to bring it to the strong, overly powerful, super white male video game fighting character. So I like playing with the Asian chick in Tekken and Virtual Fighter. Mortal Kombat got a whole bunch of female chicks. I like my man who did the capoeira, and the old man in, I think it was Virtual Fighter as well, and I don't know how further this gamer gate goes, because in many of these video games, like Destiny and Overwatch, you can create your own characters. So what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. I know it existed in like the fighting games, you know, but I'm going to Google it, and I'll probably do, you know, I'll find something more out about it, and get back to you. And maybe RPG games, the role-playing games, maybe there's something in that is important to the conversation. So I don't know. Comic Gate, that's the one that's popping right now. You know, the milkshake party picture, where the females of Marvel got together and they took a picture just to celebrate, you know, somebody's birthday, I think it was, and allegedly, I don't know. And I'm not a news reporter, I'm just commentating, giving my opinion. But anyway, they talked about, you know, resisting female Thor, Chinese Hulk, and I guess even Miles Morales, which is the one that to me was the most successful, and that was the Black Dominican Spider-Man, who actually made it to, I think, the Spider-Man universe. Spider-Man, one of these Spider-Man movies that's out right now, or the Spider-Man game that's out right now. So they resisted. And, you know, I'm kind of with them in terms of Michael B. Jordan being Thor. I mean, Torch, Human Torch. And that's, you know, I am not resisting it, but I would wish they would do a Static Shock movie. You know, go to a Black Comic Con, supersize, put some writers together, and take one of these characters and make it on, you know, give them a movie. There's enough out here that they don't have to make, you know, a female Thor. Just there's enough female characters. Make one of you made Luke Cage hot and popping. Ain't nobody know about Killmonger. Give a female writer, filmmaker, a character, and let her run away with it. You know, you don't have to make a Chinese Hulk. I understand alternative universes, because shoot, even Superman is white in all of his alternative universes, and I'm not, you know, poo-pooing on Doctor Who, but it fits Doctor Who more than it fits Incredible Hulk. Maybe there's another count. You know, we know Asian culture, Taiwan, they always used to have the negative stereotype of copying a lot of things, you know, so maybe they copied the Hulk experiment. But, you know, you don't have to call him Hulk. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fine story. And, you know, forget the Comic Gate. If they don't think that's a good story, shoot, that's fine with me, because they do it all the time. We used to always say that's bootleg, and where did all of that bootleg Louis Vuitton and bootleg everything else come from? So there you have it. Now it just feels like there's different levels of responses in different mediums. You know, I know there's resistances in each medium, but each medium is doing their damn thing. You know, as much as there's a resistance, though, we are making real progress in terms of knocking these barriers down. I mean, shout out to all of my peers, the Black sci-fi writers, female writers, you know, that are out here, you know, writing books despite, you know, not getting on the shelves at Barnes and Noble. So, you know, we're giving them fuel to use in case Tor, Bayan, you know, Orbit, any of these publishers, you know, want to pick up Titan, you know, want to pick up a Black sci-fi book, you know, I'm down with. You know, I mean, I have no problem with them going to Africa and getting an African immigrant's story, because that's Black too, you understand? But I also feel that, you know, upgrading a Black science fiction writer that is writing already as a science fiction writer is not a bad thing as well. You know, I think that's what made Black Panther good. That's what makes Luke Cage good. You know, is that they're taking these Black American writers that have already had a chance to write freely their thoughts and ideas. So I think that that's important. The other thing that I would say is I don't, and then television. Our music has gotten us to places that our characters haven't gotten yet. And I'm, let me explain it. I just saw that new show, Jack Ryan, Grisham's books, Jack Reacher, I'm sorry. Jack Reacher or Jack Ryan, whatever, one of them. And I just saw the first episode on Amazon Prime, and it was good, so I don't have no problems because I want to put one of my stories, one of my movies on Amazon Prime. But anyway, the challenge I had is, they leading with Kanye West, Jesus Walks, as the soundtrack for the trailer. Now, mind you, I have no problem with Kanye West. It's not about him. It's about, if I come out with a secret agent or a military operative story, ain't that gonna be my damn soundtrack? So they're using hip hop for a mainstream character, and I'm all down for that. But understand, we already diversifying music. If you're gonna use a hip hop track for your mainstream, what's left for Luke Cage? What's left when Black Panther Comes to America? What is the Static Shock? I got an agent called Mad Skills. What is his soundtrack going to sound like when you are doing these for mainstream characters? No disrespect, but I don't know if John Grisham listens to Kanye West, and I don't know if he and his character Jack Reacher listens to Kanye West. So to me, I don't even think he goes to places where Kanye West's song would be played in the background of the places that he's going. So all in all, I can't really tell you what the heck Jack Ryan's story has to do with Kanye West's music, or what does hip hop have to do with Jack Ryan, I'm messing it up, but you don't know what I'm talking about. What does that have to do with his story? Where does it connect? It only connects in the fact that it's viewership, it's cool, it's hot, and I give bravo to the music, because the music in this show and some of these other shows that are out there, I want to go see Peppermint. I think they have another soundtrack that is urban music, different demographics than the visuals of the film. But I'm going to start paying attention a little bit more of that, and I think it's a good thing. I think all this resistance stuff is hogwash. I don't think people are negative towards anybody when they ask for inclusion. So please, it's not retaliation stuff. Y'all might kill the black person first, but in black sci-fi stories and black horror stories, white people ain't dying first. Shoot. So my story, there's white people all the way up to the end. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So it's, all this retaliation, I don't know what the heck this resistance is for, is all irrelevant. It ain't even just futile, because you already know it's futile, but it's irrelevant. So I just want to say, there's resistances in each area. We're persevering. I really think we're doing a good job in comic books. I think we're doing a really good job in novels and books. Game development is a little difficult. I have to check a little bit more on that. But, for the people that's inside the industry, my favorite game was was Assassin's Creed, Freedom Cry, and then they went to Egypt. So I'm loving all of that, Assassin's Creeds. But that's kind of one. Battlefront, Star Wars 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, they had the... I think she's Latina, don't get it wrong, but it was a person of color, female, that was the lead character in that. So anyway, I don't know. I think we're here. I think we are making progress that we want to see that's out there. I think it is in different fronts. This is kind of my opinion on all of the resistance towards diversity. All right, talk to you later. But it was crazy when I saw that Jack Reacher. I was like, I'm looking, I'm like, yo, this is a black story? All right, peace, y'all.